Good morning. Good morning to me. I don't know what I did. I pressed spot. I spotted the first stream. So I have to create another one. I don't know. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just say something. Can you hear me? Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you can hear me, just say something. Let me know. All right. Good, 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 good. Let's go. We're good. Hey, ah, no, I forgot to put the this thing. Forgot to put the cover photo. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. So last week was not all. It was a funny look in as much as it is very unhealthy to trade in such environment, but it only teaches us one thing, that your your strategy is not dependent on whatever they tell you. The strategy works every time. For the fact that you're in tune with it is going to work. The only problem traders have or face per se is the only one problem they face is giving up too early, probably because what they think is not the way it's going and this and that. They just give up. And they say this strategy does not work. It doesn't do this, it doesn't do this. One thing I would say this morning is this. I saw somewhere I saw somewhere yesterday that someone said something like, I kept it for a reason. Someone said a whole lot of things. And the only one that caught my attention is the only problem I have with people is not what they said, is not what is being said. Oh shit, I've not even sent this link to the YouTube. Oh shit. It's not what is said. No. What is said is not my problem. My problem is the mindset of the person that said it. When people are scrabbling for something and wanting to know something, but you've not already left what you know to learn a new thing. Every time I want to start a mentorship with somebody, either it's private or um either private or group, I say something. Anything you know in your head, leave it there and come here with an open mind. So someone said something like asking me what I'm teaching and all whatnot. And I answered the person simple. What I said was, he said, every era has its own wave. Every era has its own wave. And it's same for trading as well. Indicator trading has its own era. Had, not has. Had, which means it is gone. And retail SNR had its own. Chart patterns had its own. Trend line had its own. Just listen to the English. It's always using had, like it is gone. ICT had its own. Smart money had its own. Supply and demand had its own. Structure and liquidity had its own. But now, this era we are in, key level theory owns the wave, whether we one agree or not. I understand that the person is trying to make sense, but the person totally ended up not making one single sense. Because for crying out loud, everything works. Both the one the person is saying trash about, they all works. The only thing is now, are you patient enough during the downtime of your strategy? Are you patient enough when you are in a losing streak in this particular strategy? Are you patient enough to grow from it and come out of it unscathed? The problem is everybody wants to just take a trade and to hit their TP. Like, it is psychological, it's emotional. When you take a loss, it is always emotional. The question now, can you, are you able to do that? Of course not. Not everybody cannot, not everybody can. So at the end of the day, it is all what you want to believe in your head. It is all what you want to believe in your head. Because if you didn't start from your head, you will not think that all these things you said are no longer working. You will not, for a reason, for a minute, think that SMC is no longer working, ICT is no longer working, key level is what is it called? Liquidity structure is no longer working. Supply and demand is no longer working. That is you lying to yourself. They all work. One thing you should do for yourself this year is not to jump from strategy to strategy. Yes, your parents are probably married, or you're in a relationship, or you yourself you're married. You cannot tell me that because of one single argument you have in your relationship, you've left the relationship and then you're now doing another thing. It can't just make sense. Even no matter how you squeeze it in my ear, it can't make sense. You can always be there. You can always be there, whether you like it or not, whether it's good or bad, whether it's getting worse or not. Your own is just for the fact you've tested this strategy, for the fact you've tested it out and know that this thing works. So who is the person that come and tell you that this is not going to work for me? I'm tired of this strategy. It's not going to work for me. Da, 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 da. No, it doesn't make sense. So let's get back to that. So on Monday last week, was it Monday on Tuesday or something, where we had this conversation? I clearly told you guys that this is the only place I'm waiting for this guy to come into to do what? To go to the upside. But I cannot put my stop loss somewhere here because it will be too big and it will take me the whole year before it give me 3 hours. So what did I do? I left it somewhere realistic for me, and that's it. And then there's something I did. I don't just call trades and not manage them. I call trades and I manage them with you, with you. So what did I do? Very simple. Once the trade was somewhere here, so somewhere here, and I said something like, if this guy, and even I saw when this guy rejected from here and closed here, I would have left the trade. I would have left the trade. That's what I said. And at the time, SL hasn't been hit. So price came back from that point, did this, came back to this point, came into entry before taking us out. So for starters, if you're on this trade and after what I said, and this trade rejected somewhere here, you left this trade without a loss. You left this trade without a loss. Either you can as well close the trade here. That's what they call trade management, of course. You can either close the trade once it got to entry and then still watch. If it comes back to this OB here, you can take your buy. This one will be much more better because now if this one takes you out, you are now sure that if it takes me out, everything don't spoil with that too. So by now you will be in 1:1. But if you took it from this extreme, you'll be in 1:1 3 something, and your 3R will be very far, very much expected because it will be faster than the first one. So this is how to manage a trade. This is how to manage a trade. Not just seeing a trade and then allowing it. No. Yes, that mentality of set and forget, it makes sense, but manage your trade. Managing your trade does not mean you're changing your SL to TP or whatever. No, that's not management. Management is cutting your losses short and allowing your profits to run. That's what management means. Maximizing your profits and minimizing your losses. Yeah, that's what it means. So that's how this particular one went. And this trade was called by Shedrack. So for the other one by Timmy, it's the particular trade aged well. Aged well. Nice trade. True and true. It was all nice. It didn't do anything extra. From the point I called it, it went down almost pips. How many pips? Almost 200 pips. 200 pips. 203 pips before this rejection, which it's quite expected. You don't expect price to come to this other block here and just blew it off and start going down. Yes, the only one that it took time to dance around before going is this one, which is expected, which has already been mitigated from this first leg. So price coming back to it is expected to dump. That is why price tapped it, moved, came back and broke it. This one again does not have any need because one has already mitigated it. So it will just be a pushover. So that is how to manage your trades. For you to get into this trade from the beginning, like I said, I've already told you why and how you can get into the trade using your key levels. You know where price came from. This is it. From before hour self. Now me even fuck up self because from before hour is somewhere here. It's somewhere here. So from that somewhere is already at the entry of this. It's already at the entry of this. So this one now looking for extra confirmation, extra. It is uh, not not so much realistic because what I looked for is the break, which is this, and then this is the retest. So my entry will always most likely be from here, and SL will be here. But then, of course, you don't have to put it directly there. You go back to the weeks and we'll know where the week stopped, and that is where you're going to put it, somewhere here. So, and then you're good. Looking back at it, the trade is a solid, nice trade. 1:7, 1:8, and you're good. But then for me, 1:5, I am okay. And that 1:5 happened under 2 days. It happened under 2 days. The first one, second day, we're out. So the thing is always know where price is coming from, where price is headed, and with that you can make informed decisions. With that you can make informed decisions, not just jumping from trade to trade and all that. So like we did last time, everybody on the live, you can see drop the pairs you want us to look at. If it's the same pair, drop it. If it's another pair, you can drop it. So once I'm done with this, we can now talk about that. So for the last one, for last week, it was GBP card. This one is from Timmy and it was a win. This one is from Shedrack. It was a BE because I didn't go back to start managing trade and all that. So the other one is from this last one is from who's that guy's name? That lady Ayomide. Yes, this one is from Ayomide. And you remember what I said last week? I told Ayomide that this trade has already been left. Like this is normal QMR, right? I've already tapped and moved. So you trying to catch the trade somewhere here is you trying to dig your early grave, right? So last week throughout, it did not even come to you, didn't tell you nothing. It didn't come back. And I like this momentum of this coming back. He did not just I didn't mean he's coming back with a force like this, something like this. I will not tell you may you leave a more. But for the fact it's coming calmly, like when price is rejecting with exhaustion, you don't just leave it. See how it's coming. It's coming like nothing did the body. It's just coming like that. So it is fine. It is fine. So what do I say about this trade? For me, this trade is still decent. It's still decent. But what I'll do is this: for me to be on the um on the good, like for me to be comfortable on the trade when it comes to entry, I will have to extend my stop loss to this point and then extend my guide to this point. For the fact he didn't take it out from the first leg, so once it comes back to this, he's going to try taking it out. So Ayomide, your trade is still live. Your trade is still live. I'll update the group on it. I'll update the group on it so people that are still live in it will take it. So that is all we did last week, and we have a solid TP for USD JPY, almost 7R. If you held it onto the last one, it's 7.32. That is decent. And for this, even if this is a loss or a break even for you, you are still in profit. 7R minus 1R, that is 6. And this one has not triggered yet. So you are good to go. So let's go over to the charts and then we talk before we close for today. I don't know, is it that we have new people? MJ said we should check on gold. Same MJ said we should check on USD card. And then Black Child said we should check on GBP USD. So let's start first. MJ, I don't like talking about gold on my life. You know why? Gold is what I trade, so I don't like talking about it. But then, no problem. But if you're awake when the market opened last night, you see that gold printed a sell pattern that it followed to the T. If you're there, you like your today trade has already been set. I don't know what you're doing again because it gave you everything you needed and it sold at least 3 hours. But even if you're swinging, you have a decent 1 is to 2.5. So the question is, were you awake or you are sleeping waiting for London? Anytime gold had a massive move on the Asian section, just know that London is got nothing for you. Even New York will not even have anything for you. If you try to force it, you just be there for the whole day. So let's go over and watch gold. The other one is USD card, right? Yeah, USD card. So I'll add it again. USD card. Good. Merely looking at this guy from the 4 hour time frame, you're not looking for anything sell. You're not looking for anything sell. Looking for anything sell is you using yourself to kill yourself. But like I said, first thing you should ask yourself, you slept off, you never read it. The first thing you should ask yourself is this: what type of trader am I? What kind of human being am I? But then inside in trading terms, what kind of trader am I? That is only what you need to ask yourself. If you're a swing trader, it's good for you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to just do anything that is for you. For someone that know what key level is, this is a nice sell from this angle. But then, so what does that mean for you? It means only one thing, that swing traders are looking for something like this to continue where you're going to. Simple. But then let's dissect it slowly, because I'm not a swing trader. I don't intend being a swing trader. But from the 1 hour time frame, you start seeing something like this. Even this self is, this is aggressive entry. Of course, you can't tell me nothing. This is aggressive entry, because with everything you're seeing from here, here, break, here, it did not break. It broke with a week, so that's not a break of structure. Broke and then dumped here. You can't say physically this is just me selling. It's just you woke up, price jumped from this gap on Sunday night. This gap here created a new high, went down again, created another new high, and then you saw something like this. I don't even know, but then this is just risk entry. You can't tell me nothing. This is risk entry. You saw something like this, and price came back to it. Remember, key levels is something that I don't give you the details. But then from this 1 hour, something like this, you saw it. Next thing you're looking out for now is breakout. Next thing you're looking out for the breakout. So nobody should tell you whatever. Go down to the time frame below it. And where is your breakout? Obviously you see it. I can't tell you that. When price touch the key level, goes down and came out to the key levels again, that low break that I had is your breakout. This is your breakout. This is your breakout. And come back to where the thing is. So where the price now come back to after that breakout? Price came back just to this place. To this place. So this is your SL and boom. So 2 point something R, you're good. Yeah. But you can't just be taking key levels out of what you think, because once you see a level from the 1 hour or 2 hours or whatever, once you see it, like for example now, something like this is a key level here, of course, and then you just take your SL, put it there, and then put like this. You don't chop SL with that now. But if you go back and just see this small thing I just did now, this is a key level, quite all right, no problem. You go at 30 minutes. You're looking for what? You're looking for a breakout. And the day breakout happened, there's no breakout. It don't happen. This is the guy that touched the key level. Not even this. This is the guy. Key level is the one that touched it. This is the guy here. Where is that long shirt? Okay, this is the guy. Go back. This is it. This is the guy. So now what do? You are looking for a break for this one that touched it. A break for this one will confirm whether I'm selling or not. A break of this leg, not even because it's a body, a break of this leg will confirm it. Go back. This is it. Did it break? It did not break. It did not break to this place. So why are you selling from here? Why are you selling from here when there's no breakout yet? That's the reason why you're chopping SL to say you're trading level. Blah, 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 blah. No, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. So once you see a key level, the reason why wait for confirmation. You must wait. If you not wait, you will chop your eye. It's different from what you're doing before and what you're not doing. I'm not looking for liquidity. I'm not looking for sweep. I'm not looking for any of those nonsense. No, it's very simple. This is my New Year gifts for you. Go and basket it, because this thing I'm telling, I'm not even meant to be saying it for free, but I paid for it, right? So once you've seen that key level, your job is to wait for a breakout. Your job is to wait for a breakout. Your job is to wait for a breakout. If there's no breakout, there's no trade. And believe me, if you get your key level right, you did not make profit. You're making decent 1:2 hour without loss. You can do it 10 times without one loss. You can do it 10 fucking times without no single loss. We can backtest it. I have the time. If you have a job, you can leave, you can go. If you have a job, you can go. Why is this place? This is the ideal place you're supposed to leave this trade. Not on the week, oh, not on the week. On this place. If you look at chart patterns, if you look at candlesticks, you know that candlesticks, weeks doesn't really matter. Nobody cares about you and your week. Nobody, your week no concern me. I'm looking at where the volumes are. That is where the volumes are. So this profit, I'm meant to take this profit from here. That's 1:9. But then, of course, profit cannot just come in here and tag out. 1:2, you're fine. And then you go back, it's hit. So I don't begin to talk too much. Let's go back to the reason why we are here. So what am I looking for in gold? What am I looking for in gold? I'm looking for simple things. This is your 4 hours, which you don't trade. All these things here, for me, they are noise. They are noise. They are noise. So if you are looking for price to come back here for you to buy from here, you are trying to shoot yourself in the leg. For gold, only thing you look out for, price should dump to this region, and then you can continue looking for more all-time highs. So MJ, I believe that makes sense to you. That's all. So for USD card, I thought was I buying that guy the other time? Is it this one? Okay, okay, it's not this one, it's GBP card. USD card is okay. I have my key levels here, but I didn't come back to it. This guy is giving bearish from this side, is giving bullish from this side. But my own is simple. From this guy, from this point, it has bought, and now it has bought from. Remember, when you're looking at price, you're looking for where price started from, where it's headed. It bought from here. This is the first target, and then breaking this target is blowing all high. So it got to the first target and changed character. Changing character is, I'm not teaching again, no. Changing character is when price got to this point, instead of continuing the normal break of structure and all, it came out, took out this low. This low is an inducement to be fair. This is not a structure, it's an inducement. It took out the inducement and then continue buying. But then for the fact it took out that inducement and then higher low and failed to break this one, and then took out this inducement and bought a little bit, took out the protected low. So for me, I am bearish on this guy. This is simple analogy on how to. I'm bearish on the guy, but the bearishness now, it has gotten to the targets. So I'm bearish till this point. I'm not someone that takes the market by what I think. I'm not a sentimental trader. Yes, I'm sentimental, but it is um it is geared towards what I'm seeing. I can't just tell you I'm going to sell, I'm buying or this, and there's no target. There must be a target to everything you're doing. That's the reason why if you don't have a target, then you keep doing nonsense. You enter a trade, I want $500. You go to 500, say no, make a wait me enter 600, make it enter 700. In fact, now I may just be 1,000. The trade will come back and enter your entry and hit your stop loss. So always have a target. For the fact this low has been taken, immediately this low was taken, your mood should change to bearish, and your target will now be this place. So for the fact that you've missed the first leg, then from this place I go back to a 1 hour time frame, start looking for the liquidity and structure or fair value gap, or depending what you trade, start looking for it from that point. So that is now when you start making sense. From that point, you see that this guy does not really respect liquidity, structure, and all that, because normally Supposed to enter this breaker block to continue dumping, it missed. And this one again broke structure here, gave you liquidity here, and left you no entry. The only one you can get out of ruggedity, which I don't really fancy, is this structure and then this. Will you call this liquidity? No, this liquidity. And guess what? It did not still come to the entry of this place. Unless you just want to be, you just want, I don't miss too much, make I not miss this one again. You just jump in like that. Now you sabi, but that is not how to trade. So this structure again, you see how the thing is, it's always a storyline. Broke under structure. Yes, you can use this as liquidity. No, this is the broke of structure. So this is liquidity. So you're waiting for price to come into this area for you to take a sell. So for me, this is what you're looking out for. Price come back here, and the target is here. And before then, you're getting when you 1:3. So for you to start going more down, looking for what is not looking for you, you start incurring more losses. Like trying to force this one to be something that is not, forcing this one to be a break of all this nonsense here. And then, no, I don't go that down. I don't go that down. So this is the structural liquidity POI level. But if you say, okay, I want to do this thing as per key levels. Let's say, okay, this structure, I've missed it from this point, no shaking. What do I do next? How do I do it? And now you start opening the candles, knowing where the key levels are staying, and all that. So for the first time, there's this open close here. You will not know that one, of course. This here, this one is one first. But let's say you don't know that one. Let's just use the normal key levels that I've been talking about here. This one here is a key level from this point. And you're in 1 hour time frame. You're going back to 30 minutes or 15 minutes to look for the breakout. Come back. So the first place this guy touched our key level is where? You don't need Sutia to tell you that is this place. So for a breakout to happen here, you need just from here to here for a breakout. This is the first breakout. After the touch, this is the low, this is the breakout, and this is it. Your entry is where? From that point, your entry is here. But guess what? You missed. You missed. You missed. And your target is here. 1:3, 1:5, you're good. Your stop loss is going to be realistic. It's not going to be this tight. Just going to be realistic. I always say if your stop loss is this, add 5 more pips. So it's for your own good, not for me. I can't take a trade at the end of the day to now be stingy with anything I'm doing. So from that point, take your trade. From this point to this point is already 1:5. 1:3. This one is 1:7. If you took your trade from here and your TP is here, 1:3 is somewhere here, you didn't want it. Of course, trade came back, took you out, no problem. If it's already at 1:3, you didn't break even, it's stop loss, no wala. And then again, it came, that same key level seems very strong because he closed above with wicks and then came back and broke again. What did he break? This guy. He broke this guy. But of course, there is normal OB entry, there is normal breaker blocks. It is everywhere. You don't have to wait for anything. So he broke this level and start going down. The only comeback it made, it's this place from this key level. It's breaker block now. I don't have to teach you that one again. It's from this point. So your entry from this point, even if you don't want to, first off, price moves in patterns. You've known that price have taken out every liquidity around these places, around this place, this place, this place, this place, this place, even to this point. So there's nothing that is causing price again to come to trade above these regions. So what does that tell you? It's telling you that no need for you to even extend your stop loss to that point again. Your stop loss can be somewhere here. If you want to be generous, this one is too big because you're using this what? You're using this breaker block. Your stop loss should be somewhere around this place. But you know what will happen to you before it happen again. Leave it somewhere realistic. And then your TP is where? Remember your first TP is here. From that point to this point is 4R. And from that point to this point is 5R. You've recovered the loss you took here and this. So I understand that sticking to strategy makes sense, but I've learned many entry models that I can now adapt to the market to what price is giving me accordingly and make money of them. Yes, I understand that you can wait for your break of structure, your liquidity, your POIs and whatever. But when you miss them, use the other entries that you know in your arsenal and then make a move. That one is gone. Your TP has been hit. A new structure has been formed. Your liquidity and then price looking like is missing you again. Like same thing that happened here. What are you doing again? You mark the key levels. From that point, no, this one, go to back to 1 hour time frame. From that point, start giving you things in perspective. Are you seeing from 1 hour time frame? This is not a key level. From 1 hour time frame, this now becomes the key level from here to here. Yeah. So it touched here. It touched here. This is not people are reducing. I like that as crowd is reducing. Make everybody know take everything why they give like that. So this is the key level, the first touch. This is the first touch. So now where is the breakout? Nobody should tell you. You should know that already. This is the low. This is the breakout. Simple. So where is your entry? Your entry is somewhere here. So come back to the chart. Your entry is there. Your SL tight and your TP here. This is 1:3. But for the fact is you see 1:3 and price all this thing. Once you are seeing price moving, the extent this is now your trade management. 1:3, you're good. But once price is 1:3, 1:2, you're already at once price breaks out this low nicely after all this dance, takes out this low, you can now start trailing your stops, because if you give you 5 hours, trailing your stops till price start rejecting, you can now take. But 1:4, 1:5 is decent. Even if for me, for the first time I don't see this pullback and then price is back to it, your SL can be reduced to this point. But that is not it. Keep your SL where it is. 1:3, 1:4, you're good. You see how you've missed this first trade on your liquidity and what is it called? Your liquidity, your POIs and the structure, but key levels gave you something to take. You're taking this one quite all right. So back to your 2 hour time frame. I'm telling you this thing, I'm giving you these things as a gift, because from next year I'll just come our YouTube live, do my thing, and then move. From that point, what next? You show that price is coming back again to start trading around these key levels. But you can't just take it like that. The same thing applies. After your TP has been hit, come back, look for another levels that is fresh. A fresh level. This is no longer a fresh level. But can it still work? Yeah. But you might take few losses. But can it still work? Yes, it can work. So now this is your another key level. But remember, it's no longer fresh. This is the fresh one. This is now on fresh, right? So from this point, you're looking for a breakout. You are looking for a breakout. Go down to 15 minutes or 1 hour, or 30 minutes, depending on the kind of trader that you are. For me, I've already seen my breakout. I don't even need to go down to see it. From that 1 hour, I've already seen my breakout. From this 1 hour, my breakout is this. It's not even clear enough. Oh shit, my breakout is this, sorry. So this is my breakout on 1 hour. Remember his body. Is not weak, his body. So this is where this thing hits. This is where my breakout happened. What did you see? The breakout did not happen from this point. The breakout did not happen from this point. It happened after it came back to the key level again before it happened. So you can't just see something like this, something like that, call it breakout. This one is not breakout. This one is wrong. This one is not breakout. So this one, it came back to the key levels again and then it broke. So from that break, you start looking for entry. So the fact they don't break, you don't come back to this high, your key level is now officially here. What are you looking for? Entry? No, no entry because you have a new key level. You're looking for what? Another breakout from this key level that is formed, a new breakout for you to take yourself from. Where is your breakout? Is this. So from this now, you can now take your entry from this guy. From this guy, your entry from here, because it's always at the apex. If price is at the apex, take it from the apex. It is not here. This is what broke this thing. So it is from here. How do you do it? From here. They are called from the apex, from the breaker block, from the other block, depending from the apex. So let's say you took your trade now, you put your SL somewhere here. You don't chop stop loss with that. So always make sure you extend your SL. 12 pips is not going to kill you. 20 pips is not going to kill you. But using key levels on 1 hour, 20 pips is decent. But then 10 pips will not kill you, 15 pips will not kill you. Leave it like that. You no go die. Simple. Once price takes off this one, you're good to break even. Once price takes out that break to the downside, you can now break even. And then your target is the main one, which is this. And that's 4 hour. So if you are trading with someone that managed trade nicely and this break happened and price came back continued, this trade can easily give you 1:10 hour. 1:9 something. So this one now comes how you manage your trade. So I believe that in this session now, I don't really divulge many things. My entry models, two of them, the key levels or the structural liquidity and POI. The answer is yours. But best believe USD card don't respect. This one is to you, MJ. Key levels, sorry, some pairs don't respect structural liquidity and POI. I told you this in during your mentorship. I told you. I never mentioned this guy. I don't know what you're looking for inside it. So check if you're using data. My mentorship comes with data, what you're expected, the pairs that do these things for you, not just anyhow pair. So I don't know where you came back to come with this guy with. But funnily enough, key levels has everything in store for you. Jesus, I don't clear everything. So this is what you're expecting to happen, MJ. Price come back to this point and then sell. That is what you're expecting for USD JPY, USD card. That is all. So for Black Child, let's do GBP before we call it a day. So I don't know. Do you need this? Okay, let's just do it again like last week. Let me clear all those things. Yeah, good. So one is to 5. Where is that low? Ah, that low is far. Yeah, 5 is okay. Yeah. So this is it. When price comes back here, you're good. So I'm telling you to the chat, to the group. I put everybody name inside. This one is MJ. So that one is MJ for USD card. So GBP USD has finally escaped. I don't trade it most of the time, but is the pair that I started with. So I can't just trash it like that. I'm kind of a loyalist. But the one I cannot be loyal to is Euro USD. That guy is a bastard. That page should be a woman. That woman a bastard. So we've been doing some cool things on. I think I think last week I talked about this guy again. Last week, yeah. Oh my god. Everything we talked about last week happened on this pair. Everything we talked about happened on it. Everything we talked about happened on it. So both key level works, both key level, both structure. It works. It works, right? Everything works on it. It's just left for you to know what's up. So this guy is bullish now. Nobody don't need anybody tell you. And now you've known where he's coming from, where he's headed. So you're looking to get Euro GBP USD to this region to 136,000 up until 1.37 thousand. That is the algorithmic range I'm expecting this guy to come to the for the meantime. For the meantime. So you have few pips left to make this move happen from this point to this point. It's almost 180 pips left. So how do you enter? Not just because. How do you think that this guy is not going to hold me here or hold me here or just dump from here and then go back? That is now what you should start checking from your own end. Is he going to hold me or is he going to leave me to do his thing? So, using our normal structure, liquidity, and POIs, I don't have anything to do in 4 hour time frame because you don't really concern me. But you have to use it so that you can know your ideal points. If you watch closely, you see that this guy is respecting liquidity very well, low, high, inducement, high, took out the inducement, other block, TP. So this one has played out already. So what are you waiting for now? You're waiting for a new one to form. A new one to form. This is the liquidity here. This is the other block. Price have taken it out and it has hit TP. Your TP is where? Your TP is the next high. This is the high that created the liquidity that was taken out. So your entry should be here, your TP here, your TP is here. 3R, you're good. If you want to be greedy, make it, just allow it to get to this point. That's all. So looking for entries here now will be like it's already bullish, right? It's just for you to don't enter inside this nonsense range trying to form now. Wait for you to do everything you want to do, finish and break out. For you to start taking a trade, you can now take from this point. From this point, these are the breaker blocks. That's 30 minutes. Break of structure. You can't even call this liquidity, but then uh, and then price is just here doing creating the high and then dancing without any low. I can't tell you to this is a break of structure. I'll never this is a break of structure, correct. This is correct, break of structure. But then this also is a liquidity. All these things here, from here to this point is liquidity. But the point is, I cannot tell you that now this is your POI. cannot tell you that, because even if you use this one, you see that it has failed to hit your target, which is this place. And from this point to that point has already given you your 3 hours. I don't know. Oh, it did not. It did not. So for for things to be on perspective, this is your break of structure, this is your liquidity, and then this POI is not bad. But price have already tapped it and that has failed to break structure. So now, like I said before, you're already in a range, even without knowing. For price to get to this point, get here, and then dump back, you're in a range. So what I will do, if you're already in this trade, if you're already in this trade, I will say good luck. But I, for one, I will not take it. I don't like taking re-entries that fails to follow structure. Had it been this guy hit TP, a hair, and create a new structure, continue again. But this one that triggered almost at the finish line, he dumped back and now trying to move again. I don't know what it will move with. The only thing that it will move with is coming to take out this liquidity and then come to this place and then try again. I did not say that this one cannot work. It might work, but I cannot take it. I like being the first. I don't like a second guy. I like being the first. If we saw it from here, we would have taken this one and probably um tightened our entry or our asset. Once I've seen it reject on 1 hour. Yes, it tapped here and started rejecting. Once I saw it rejecting properly, probably I saw it in this second candle, second one here. I'll take it aggressively because this one rejected and closed above this one. This one has this is not talking about chart patterns. Close above this one. So I cannot take my SL to be somewhere here, very tight, so that even this one here will give me my 3 hour and I'm out. But for the fact that it is how it is right now, I don't guarantee that this guy will continue pushing up. Remember again, got to this point, came back here, got to this point, came back again. So who told you that it will hit your TP? No, I'm not going to take it. I am not going to take it. So this one is trying to bait you and use your money and do New Year. So I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm not gonna fall for it. So Black Child, I I expect you to just sit on your hands and allow this range to break out, either down or up. So that's it. If you're in this trade already, I don't know, but for me, I'm not taking it. And so even talking, you are seeing it. So it's not something I can take. I I add sentiment to my strategy. If this thing is not good enough, why am I taking it? These are the mistake I made late November and beginning December. I'm just taking every trade, taking every trade, just a hair. I don't know, but you're seeing it for yourself. So only thing I'm looking out for here is for price to come back to these levels. There's a level here, level here, level here. So inside this zone, you can now take something. Even though this bastard don't like respecting breaker blocks, but I'm okay taking a buy from here with confirmation than taking a buy from here. So that's it. If you come back here, this is already played out. So if this one didn't go, then this one go. But I always take one. I'm done marking several POIs, looking for one to favor you. So that's it. See inside here, so I'm all right. So I think we've done a lot already this morning. So if you're in this live, kindly give this video a like. If you found value, kindly give it value in the chat. And like I said, this is going to be our last session the year 2025. So that's why it is this long. You don't have to know about everything before you make money from the market. You just have to simplify the things you do and then do it consistently. That is the only way you can make money. And you don't just get swayed by what someone said, by what your mentor said, by what counselor said, by what Timmy said, by what Blackjack said. Anybody here, you don't have to be swayed by what we said. The only thing that will keep you is the data that you have. If your data is strong enough, it will withstand those those times of drawdown. There's no strategy that is 100%. There's none. Let me just leave it here. I'll show you guys later in the chat. But there's no single strategy that is 100%. You take losses. Your own is like we've seen. Do we still have time? It's already 9. But if I do this entry here again, key levels entry inside this place, you see that you take losses, but your losses will be minimized. So it's just it's just for you to know them. All these levels here, there's no breakout. Boom, there's no breakout, just left. There's no breakout. Only this one tried. This one tried. Yeah, this one tried. From here, this 4 hours safe. I'm never supposed to be in 4 hours. But these 4 hours, these 4 hours, it touched here and broke out. And then price came back to this point. Where did it break out? So this one touch, boom, touch. Breakout is this, not this one. Broke out here. So the entry is now here. This 4 hours. I don't take a trade from 4 hours. So from 1 hour, 3 hours to 30 minutes, you can start refining it, and you see your entry, and you choke. Imagine, see how long it took. So that's it. That is it. Any more question? Any more question? So we can call it a day. Any more question? I don't believe in any. So today we did USD card. Here the guy is pushing up. Come up. This for MJ. Today we did gold. There's no entry on gold for now. Just trying to dump to this point. All this noise. Leave them. GBP card is still active. So let me send it. This one is still active like mad. You see how the structure is strong. It's not spoiling anything for anybody. I didn't he broke this structure before coming back. I won't take it again because the target has been hit. So just know where price started from, know where it's headed. And with that way, your trading is automated. It's not that who called this trade again? It's Ayo. You all know agree Hito Ayo. And then GBP card drop. So that is GC. If you're not on the YouTube general group where we drop every trade we analyze, you can join using the description on this video. The description of this video, so use it to join. So after the analysis we drop the trade we saw on the chat. I'll start putting the names of people on the live that got the trade at the end of the year, the person with highest win rate here. But don't come and be telling me nonsense pairs. Oh, you see, like I said, it's very simple. It doesn't mean that you're this thing. Shedrack on this call, is this your entry for the main buy? Was this your main entry? I'm not sure he's here. But see this how this thing is pushing up. So let's see how it goes. The general target is this, but first target is this one, 1:3. So it will hit, obviously. And then GBP USD, you're waiting. So this guy can make you to go to want to buy. For me, I'm not comfortable. I'll say it again. It can hit TP, but why didn't it hit TP the first time? Where is that overall? 1:3. 1:3 should be here, sir. Okay, 1:3 is here. Why did it hit TP the first time? Why did it hit the second time? Why will it hit the third time? It can still do it, but then I'm not taking it. So thank you very much for coming to my tech talk. This is how we're going to close the year. And before that happens, the normal ritual is talking about the news we have for the week. The news we have for the week. So we will know whether our trade is in danger or we're the one in danger. Something happened last week. I went off and most of you hit SL like waiting no good. I want you to be an independent trader. Yes, counselor is showing you the roadmaps and all that, but don't just depend on counselor to do everything for you. Counselor will give you signals. Will analyze for you. Counselor will give you trades. Counselor will analyze for you. Counselor will tell you when there is news. Counselor will tell you to close your trades. Counselor will tell you to break it. No, I can't be doing that this year. So everyone should go and download my Forex book, my FX factory, all those things so that you know when the news is happening by yourself. My own happens. Anytime I'm on my phone, I'll see it because I've already set timer for it to happen. So if you cannot do that for yourself, I wonder who will do it for you. So if I fall asleep like last week, all your trade will just go from profit to SL because the news was against you. And as you are doing your strategy and everything, make sure you have your account ready for the year. Make sure you have an account ready for the year. Make sure that you have the rules in check. You know that as you're growing, making your own rules, prop firms are making their own rules. Now you cannot risk 4% a day again. You cannot risk 3% in a trade. You cannot risk 2% in a trade. Everything they're coming back, they're trying to make it tighter again. Yes, they've used this year, last year to just allow you people. But this coming year, they're beginning to put all those difficult things again, telling me that it it means I've told this in several that the trading community is not meant to make you money. It's not meant to make you rich. It's not meant to make you financial free. It's just meant for you to still be in the circles. So why will you tell me to risk only 1% per trade? It means that they don't want me to make too much money. Imagine before that you are risking 4% in a you gave me a daily drawdown, right? So why tell him not to risk more than 1% in a trade? It doesn't make sense. What if I trade only gold? So I'm now making sure that I can only risk in gold. It doesn't make sense. So that's the point. Always read their rules and understand it. So today there is a news on goods trade around. Should I even share my screen and share the news? Or there's news today around 14:30. Go to your calendar, you see it. And tomorrow there is FOMC. So don't say because this one, just know it. There's FOMC. I think it's every last Tuesday of the month. There's FOMC. First Friday of the month, CPI. This one, these are already in my head, and the time is already there in my head. This one is 8 o'clock, so it's always already in my head. It should be in yours too. There's also jobless claims tomorrow. On Wednesday, there's jobless claims too, and then continuing jobless claims. This was everything for the year. So that is how the year is ending. Tomorrow, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and that's all for the year. So I believe that is enough for you all. Thank you, and compliment of the season once more. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Bye.